Welcome back, guys, to another episode here on Bubbles World. This should be episode 3. And as you can see from the shiny wings on my back, I am not used to face on. I got the elytra. Yeah. And to do the elytra stuff, that didn't work. I already had the mob farm from last episode, but in between episodes, I also built a quick little sugarcane farm that should be in the same loading area as the mob farm. So when I AFK down here, I'll also be getting sugarcane. Since it is fairly new, I don't think we got anything yet. No. Because I decided to cheap out on the observers, so it'll be a bit before I start seeing payoff, but it should cover my rocket needs since I don't use a crazy amount. But to start off this episode, I actually want to come out here. Ow. And start planning out a design for these pillars. And I know not all of them are perfectly spaced because of how I weirdly made my castle. Could finally show it off now. But for the most part, the pillars have 9 blocks between them, but some of them are a bit wider or shorter in some spots because it wasn't perfect, and there were also the extra segments, but I'll try to make it work. But since the majority of the pillar spacing is 9 blocks, I want to start off with a design for these with you guys here, since I don't really show off my process all too much. So let's just start scaffolding up. Now, I have like a vague idea. I sort of want to have like arches out of these dark oak. But I've never really tried to... Oh, that was nice. Landing. Nice for me, at least. But yeah, I don't want the arches to be all the way up. But I don't want them to be too far down either. Ah, darn it. Did I not space out the scaffolding enough? Of course, when I'm recording. But hey, that's what the wings are for. So that you can smack into everything while trying to explain your building process. Gotta make sure everything lines up. Yeah. And I have no idea what I'm doing, so bear with me. Just gonna... I don't know. Would probably look better the other way. I almost fell off the edge right there. And that placed it under the blocks somehow. And I just need to try and repeat this side over. And then see if it looks good. What? It's actually aligned? No, let's see how bad it looks. Actually, that looks half decent. I need to thicken it up a bit, but beyond that, I'm kind of happy with it. Let's see how that looks. Oh shoot. Yeah, that looks a bit better. The stairs are a little skinny. Might need to add some blocks underneath. But yeah, that's the basic idea of what I want to do here. That's not the right spot. Oh, this is a slab, I guess. But yeah, I'll be back with you guys once I really nail out the design, since I don't want to keep you guys watching my design process for too long, since I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, see you guys in a bit. For me, it'll be like 2 seconds for you. Welcome back, guys. I just finished detailing my walls, and I decided that I haven't done a shader tour yet, and since my new computer has ray tracing abilities, I might as well show them off, right? And there's no better time to do that when showing off my newly built bit of the build. It's pretty simple. I just added these wooden arches along the walls with some lanterns and chains hanging off. But even just that tiny bit, and I finished the pillars all the way around, but even that tiny bit makes the whole castle walls look a lot more interesting. And flying inside here, I have a lot of copper oxidizing right now, because that's what I want to make the roof out of. I don't know if that's actually feasible, but I'm sure gonna try, but that's a project for next time. What I do want to do in this episode, though, is get some chests in, and I've already sort of outlined where I want these to go, because the small 3x3 chest system in my starter house is not cutting it, and I'm running out of space. So before I could start actually building, I need to place... Before I do anything else, I need to place chests. So yeah, and I'll finish these later. And after I get a few chests placed down, so I could start storing things, I also want to make a piston door here. Now, it might be a bit taller than the 5x5, but I'm going... the goat. I'm gonna need to make a honey farm to actually make the door possible. And I should also talk about how my plans for the interior of the base... Something just died there. My plans for the interior of the base have changed a bit, in that I've figured, since this is a castle, having just a storage system when you walk in might not be the most normal thing, and I want the castle to feel like lived in. Also, polar... Oh, that polar bear just despawned. But polar bears keep spawning in here, and I have a feeling they're not supposed to be spawning on top of mountains, but I don't know. But I think since it's a castle, it might be better to have not necessarily like a throne room, but just some sort of space where people would go when they first walk into a castle. Probably some place for like the villagers, because I want to make like a village down there. And I had to turn my render distance down for the shaders, but yeah, I want there to be like some chairs here, like for a council of sorts to listen to the opinions of the townspeople that would come in here. Because yeah, it didn't make a lot of sense for there to be chests here, and this isn't very wide a space. And I kind of want the chest area to be more livable, like, so I moved it to down here, because I want this other half of the space. Well, there's probably going to be windows and doors going out into the garden once I trim down this uppy, the landscape down a bit, so that it's more even with this entryway. And have it like be living room, sort of, but like big. Oh, baby goat. As well as like just living space. Maybe like a sort of kitchen thing up here if there's space, and I could put like a smelter in here. But there might not be enough room for that, so I might have to put it down here too. And leave this space for like maybe trinkets, or this could be like a living area of sorts. I'm just trying to work on my interior design a bit more. And also, I'm changing my plan of having villagers in here, because I realize that they're gonna get like annoying real fast because of all the noise they make. And in the past on Realms, I've had trouble with villagers crashing my game before, albeit it was on my iPad and not the computer. But I still wouldn't want a bug like that stopping me from playing if I can't exit my base without my game crashing and resetting my spawn point to inside the base, so I just get stuck in a loop of constant game crashing. That stopped me from playing for like a few weeks before, and yeah, it really sucked. So I'm planning now, since I've always wanted like there to be a village at the base of the mountain. Ooh, the sunset's pretty. I haven't played with the shaders that much, but with the village down there, I think that's where I'll have the villagers, and I'll just have to be smart and like light the whole area up, put walls, maybe keep like important villagers in certain buildings. So like I'll have like a library sort of building. Also, the colors are really cool with the sunset coming. It's like rainbow. But yeah, I think I'll have my villagers down there. They're probably not gonna be as they're not gonna be like free to wander necessarily. Oh, that was a quick light change. But the important ones will have like their own house relating to like their profession. Like I'll probably stick all the farmers in like a farmhouse. I probably won't need that many farmers. And then I'll have a few like spare ones that I'm not gonna necessarily trade with wander about to add that nice living element to it. Cause yeah, there's a Zombert somewhere. But yeah, I should probably stop yapping and start building, so I'll see you guys soon. Welcome back, guys. I finished a few things. Let me show off. Uh, I have a bee farm. I have a bee farm. I finished the bee farm. And, I didn't decorate it that much. I tried, but yeah, it's not great. But it's functional. Maybe later I'll do something else with it and maybe hide it away in the mountain. And the cart is not picking up that stuff, but and I needed that honey for the piston door, which is right up here. It's closed right now. And I wasn't sure which blocks to use. So for now, I just made it copper because I think it looks cool, but that could change later on. It's so beautiful when it opens. But yeah, this was like a pain to build. I had to remake it like 5 times because finicky flying machines. But I finally got it. And it's all worth it for that beautiful animation. It's not as beautiful from the back, but that's not as easy to decorate, I guess. And I also started thinking about the design on the inside, because that's what I want to do next episode. And with the chest, I sort of got a concept start on it. And I also started organizing chests, because when I was building the piston door, like, I'm like, all my chests are full, like in my little starter hut that I've been living in so far. And yeah, I kind of want the inside to be all like lush and like a lot more cozy than the harsh white outside is. 'Cause harsh white outside, but yeah. I don't remember putting that there. But yeah, in between episodes I wanna finish sorting through all my stuff. Then I'll finally be able to use this base more than that other base. And yeah, next episode I'm also planning on working on the roof. I want to make it out of copper, but I don't know if that's actually gonna be possible. Because that's a lot of copper. So I'll have to see how difficult that is. And if there's a roof design that I actually like that doesn't use up 5 million copper. Because I might only be able to use copper as like an accent color. Actually, that's a lot smarter than making the roof out of copper. So yeah, I think I might want to make it out of like deep slate or black stone, but I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions, put them in the comments. If I even see them before I start working on the roof. And between episodes, I also want to go get some music discs. And I don't know how easy that is. I might just raid a few buried treasure chests. Because I was looking at the loot table and Melahai and Weight are in there. And I like those ones, so I'd be happy having those. I wanted to try and find other side, but like the like bedrock like map the seed map thing that I use to find like structures and stuff. Like I'm gonna use it to find buried treasure chests at I just don't have the time to go rooting through shipwrecked chests and it's not too cheaty, I guess. But dungeons aren't on there. And I don't want to be raiding like strongholds for other side discs. But I don't know. Maybe I'll try a little. Cause yeah, I just really want music discs, cause it'll make the whole base feel even more cozy. And I think on Bedrock you could do stuff with redstone that makes it like you can make it play infinitely or something. So that could be nice too. But yeah, all that stuff is for next episode. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.